Hey you folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to a new episode of Let's Play RimWorld Alpha 9, and we are now heavily modded. If we take a look at our list of mods over here, you can see that I've got a variety of things turned on. Some of them are not enabled. A few of them are because they're the most recent downloads that I've grabbed. I've tested a bunch. A couple of them didn't work with an existing save, so I had to go ahead and turn them off. In particular, what was quite disappointing was, I think it was Cybernetic Storm, which sounds like a really fun mod, but when I added it in, it moved, everyone who had a bionic leg, it moved their bionic leg to like their left thumb or something like that. So there's going to be a limit to how many mods we can turn on, but as far as I can tell, the ones I have enabled, and again, you can sort of pause and repeat that screen there. As far as I can tell, the ones I do have enabled are currently working and functional. I've loaded up enough to know it crashed, let it play for a day or two, and then just quit out without saving. So it seems to not explode on us, but we're going to cross our fingers and see exactly how it goes. Also, I really want to apologize to everyone who came up with the great idea last time that North Falchion, I should have at very least harvested his bionic leg before he died, and that was a damn shame. It was like, oh right, you can do that, and you can't do it after the fact. But you know what? At the same time, I would have felt bad. I was hoping that he would make it. I didn't want to give up hope on North Falchion, but apparently that was the thing to do. So here's our group right here. Got a fairly decent number of people, as is, and yeah, so with this new set of mods, one of the things we can do is set up a production zone over here with a few new buildings. I quite like the meta train table to practice their training technique. That's on corpses, so what I think I'm going to do is go and expand this area over here. We're going to make sure to turn off the crematorium and try to practice on corpses. Now, we may also want to cancel the graves. Like, I don't know. We're going to have to see exactly how that works, but we'll go ahead and designate that area to be dug out. The mending workbench is quite cool because it allows you to repair pieces of clothing and whatnot. So I think that should probably be... You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and put it in this workshop, which is where we're going to assemble most of our clothing, and will apparently let us repair that. I haven't looked at a lot of these. There's the Model T cook stove. I think that's just a regular stove. I don't think that actually changes anything up. I think these are all the same. There's a lot of new researchables that we're going to want to do. Do I still have someone set on research duty? I do. And one of the other things, first of all, thank you everyone who pointed out that simple meals, apparently simple meals and fine meals both take the same amount of goods. The difference is a simple meal will take 10 of any food, whereas a fine meal takes 5 meat and 5 vegetarian, so you need a supply of both. We have a supply of both. So I'm going to go ahead and set my major cooking to actually be the fine meals, and then we'll also keep around if we don't have to construct any fine meals. Now, people, I think, will prefer to eat fine meals. But just in case we ever run out of fine meals, if we ever run out of, say, meat and we've got lots of vegetables, I'm going to keep a job in here to cook simple meals. But I'm going to, like, drop it down to something like 10. It's just like sort of an emergency backup measure. If we run out of simple meals, we'll make it so that we all have at least 10, but mostly we'll focus on eating fine meals, which are apparently slightly better. We don't need the positive mood buff, but as it turns out, there's no extra cost as long as we have the skill. One of the things to note is I added a mod in here called the skill lock, which allows you to set a minimum and maximum skill for cooking, which is really nice. Now, since we have moved to fine meals, we don't need to worry about it quite as much because mostly we'll still just use the same one. But I like that it says number of colonists in this range. Now, we could have 3 people with a skill of 6 or more, or we can go ahead, I don't remember how good Jammers is. Apparently you got at least a 14. I like that it gives you the number of people. So that's actually an excellent question. Let's go ahead and set it around 8, because if people practice their cooking skills doing butchery or brewing, let's add some extra R's in there for the hell of it, then they might become good enough. I'm going to set it to 8. 6 is what you need for a fine meal. I'm going to hope at 8 we don't food poison anymore. And now, so the other people without the cooking skills should hopefully work over here. In fact, for the butcher's table, I could bring it down. There we go. To say below 10. So that way, jammers will never bother doing this. And actually, let's go ahead and skill lock the brewery as well. How come it goes? No, okay. I think that tooltip wasn't updating there. So everyone who's really good will basically only focus on the cook stove if they are doing some cooking. People are saying people should be set to like single job only at this point. Well, jammers will basically just cook, unless there's literally nothing to cook, in which case jammers will go do something else. That's what it comes down to. Jammers will focus entirely on cooking. Well, and doctoring, which honestly I'm okay with. Doctoring is a pretty rare thing, so it's not a huge deal. So we're going to get that going on there. And mostly just let things get going. Flublord, or Frublord. So I've added these little, like, things to show states. Oh, you're slightly drunk. That's what's going on there. Are you slightly drunk, too? People are saying maybe I should read this as twice. That might be a T, twice. I guess that's fine. I kind of like the name as Weiss. But yeah, we got a bunch of drunkards. New area has been revealed. Oh! Actually, that's fun. No. No. That gives people a back door into my base. So we're going to have to wall this off right away. We are going to make granite blocks. There we go. Tell you what. We'll get something like that going on. And there's enough people with the construction job that they should go and patch that up ASAPly. Because, yeah, we don't want people to sneak into our base that way. I mean, we do have plenty of guns still, which is still good. But it seems like a good idea to block that off. So usually I record a few episodes in the batch. What I'm going to do this time is make sure I only record one episode. That way we can get we can check to make sure all the mods are working properly and get some feedback right there. Because, yeah, usually I record, like, 2 or 3 episodes in a row when I'm in the right mood for it. But sometimes it means there's a little bit of lag between when I can people comment and I can read the comments. But this way, we'll get to the next set of comments ASAP. How's your health? What's wrong with you? What's this thing? You wearing tattered apparel. I did add a mod that should cause you to automatically get new apparel, but I think the problem is your armor vest. We don't have a replacement armor vest, but maybe it will get mended eventually. All right, so mending workbench is over here. That includes, you could potentially work on unfinished things, which might be handy. Will you do armor? Well, I see armor helmet. Armor vest. So in theory, whoever that was, with a tattered armored vest. Is that you? No, you're tired. Ooh, some people are hot. Tattered apparel. So if I tell you to drop that vest and then I unforbid it, I don't know, we'll unforbid the corpse for good measure. Theoretically, someone should bring it to the stockpile, first of all. Secondly, someone should mend that. Doesn't even appear to have a job. We'll find out exactly how this mod works, but that's the idea. They will spend some amount of time, and maybe material, I don't know, mending things. Yours is hauling. Where? Can I tell you? Not. Oh, wait. Was that a mending's a job? Mending, right over here. No apparent skill. Who would... Whoops. Didn't mean to randomly kick there. I don't know who we would put on that. Be nice to have a full-time mender. Maybe Juan Lynch, who's not really doing anything other than hauling. And I mean, full-time hauling is nice. You're also a really good crafter. You're hauling first and then falling back to growing and crafting, which I can't complain about. In fact, that being said, maybe you should just be a full-time crafter. Yeah, you're mostly a full-time crafter. If you can't craft, then you'll haul. Hopefully that will be fine enough. Mark So the Spy. All right, you're going to be the full-time mender. If there's nothing to mend, then you can fall back on hauling. But there we go. We have someone. You're not particularly skilled in anything else, so that'll have to be your job. So that was Mark So. Poor mood. Why? You're very tired. Well, why don't you sleep in bed? And recruit you and unrecruit you. Does that wake you up? You're going to consume a fine meal because you're hungry. Maybe you're just off in the middle of nowhere. Are you missing a leg or something? Oh, you've got the injured brain. That's why you're not useful for anything. You're not hauling. Well, technically you do sometimes. Let's turn it off completely so you never get around to it. Also, don't research. I suppose you could research. It's very slow. Mostly your job is to clean. Yeah, well, what the hell? We'll leave it on. Mostly you clean. Sometimes you construct and repair. Actually, not even construct. If it comes up, you can do it repair, because I don't think you have to haul materials for repair. You're just way too slow. Mark So, you are sleeping. Okay, now you're going to eat. I want to see if you actually mend. Now you're going to eat again. Eat some more. Okay, you are going to mend a survival rifle. take a look at how this works. Holy crap, that is fast. That is probably inappropriately fast. Yeah. Yeah, this is way too OP. I mean, I'll leave it in there on the basis that it's awesome, I guess, or something. I don't think it uses any materials, and it mends too quick. So everything we have is going to be 100% quality 100% of the time now, and that's not good. Now, who did I take the armored vest away from? Right over here. Oh. Shipbuilding basics is done. Good. Let's research cotton processing. Ah, that is one of the mods that actually does make things slightly harder. There we go. Good quality, full repair. Is that with this mod, you no longer get cloth from cotton. Instead, you get cotton, I don't know, fibers or something, which then have to be woven into cloth, which I think is a pretty good thing. Look at you, mending all the things. The Devil Strand jacket is pretty good armor-wise. I don't know if it helps temperature. It doesn't help against heat, but it helps against cold, which is usually going to be okay. We got a blight again. Awesome. Faint over here. Are you suffering from heat exhaustion? You're missing a kidney. Oh, now you're fine. Maybe you were too hot outside. Yay, cotton processing. Medical crafting. Produce medicine from medical flowers and life support systems. Oh, basic weapon craft. You know what? Let's do the medical crafting first. Basic weapon crafting is cool because right now we can craft like swords and things, but basic weapon crafting will unlock the ability to build our own guns. A lot of these mods makes maybe things a little bit easier. I think next time we start a game from scratch, we'll be using like the full like zombie apocalypse mod. I don't think that's been completely updated for Alpha 9, so I'm kind of waiting on that. But that will make it a whole other game and possibly a little bit harder as well. That's not necessarily a bad thing. All right, so that's good. What we are going to want to do is start replacing some of our worst vests. See, that's a pretty bad one. I should go ahead and wear this one. Jammers at 65%. Do we have another one that's a decent? No, I guess not. Alright, we'll just have to wait for more of them to get fixed. I guess a lot of the guns got replaced. Like this one here. There you go, equip that rifle. You still get the long sword, which is fine quality, so we don't have to worry about that. Faint, your gun is in pretty good shape. This pump shotgun is pretty poor. Why don't you go and grab that gun? And we'll keep leaving the bad ones. There we go, 99 and 100%. Keep the bad ones to be repaired. PDW is in good shape. Sniper rifle, that one's in perfect shape. This one is fine. 92 is okay. I mean, the other thing we can do is start replacing... Whoa! With just higher versions of the gun. A lot of times people are using like awful quality guns because they're the ones with the hit points. What do we got here? Tribespeople attacking immediately. Okay. Tribespeople are pretty easy to beat up since they don't come armored or anything like that. We're just going to go ahead and double click all our power stations, turn them all on, make sure no one wanders away. Actually, what we'll probably do at this point is recruit everyone, get them to come here except for twice. Since you're hungry and generally incompetent, everyone else will recruit. It's less about needing them to fight and more making sure they don't wander into a bad spot. Don't need Swarm Miller. Oh, the cotton plants look different. I think. Maybe that's always been like that. Just people aren't... There's not enough growers assigned. Alright. Hello, tribespeople. Please come and die. Boom, 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 boom. Also, if a few of you would like to join, we have a great medical plan. Mostly involves bionics. Oh, some things are exploding. I think we've mostly killed people. There's one capturable over there. Okay, actually a few capturables. Good. You, capture. You, capture. You, I think there's another... There's something else who's wiggling. I thought. Over here. Ooh, not enough prisoner beds. Oh, these are supposed to be prisoner beds. Set for prisoner. Set for prisoner. Why is it that color? The color coding is different now. So this is a prisoner hospital bed, a prisoner wooden bed. Alright, we'll make a dedicated prisoner medical bed, I guess. Something like that. Well, I don't know. Okay, we'll figure it out after. Okay. Cancer Man. Since I think... Oops. Captured Trogo, the healer. There's someone else over here. Isn't there? Oh, that might be the boar. I think it's the boar. I mean, boars take a lot of damage. Alright, I think he's dead. We can get, Sarm Miller. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. So we have our patients. Let's take a look at them. See if they should be getting medicine or not. You are recruitable. You've lost a toe and you've got a cracked spine. I think I have a mod to replace cracked bits now, or fix cracked bits. Maybe not. Cracked spine is really bad. God, you're pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. We might not waste medicine on you, but we might go in friendly chat and try to recruit you. We'll see how it goes. Alright. You, Llama, you're hard to recruit, but not impossible. Cracked radius, shredded foot. We might need a replacement leg. You're a slowpoke, which isn't great, especially combined with melee, but there's a lot of things you can do. You're going to get medicine. We're going to try to recruit you. Jude, stop treating and reset the treating so that you use some medicine. Ambas. We can deal with this. You're almost impossible to recruit, though. God, you're industrious. Holy crap! I think you can technically recruit a 99%, but that's way too hard. You know what? Let's try to recruit you for a little while and see what happens. We'll find out what the numbers end up saying. Unrecruit, recruit. Get some medicine over there. Are you no longer getting treatment? Really? There you go. That was weird. Alright. We're gonna, I guess, wait until people sleep, and then next morning we're gonna come and strip all the bodies. Oh, we've got some people, someone here. Strip. We gotta turn off all those guns, too. I appreciate your hauling enthusiasm. But let's strip everyone first. There we go. One lynch. Strip. 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 Whoa. Oh no! Everyone's got malaria. Where's this malaria coming from? I thought we eliminated all malaria from our base here. Shit. Is it the dead bodies? I don't think so. Wow, there's a lot of dead people over here, including a break in the wall. So, let's go and unforbid a bunch of this stuff here. Structure. Granite wall. Plug that hole. Unforbid a few more things. Oh, there's a body over here to strip. See if that's all of them or not. Meanwhile, people are getting treatment for things. I hope no one else is missing a liver or a kidney. Cracked spine. 69% movement. Now, so that's going to be the toe. No, I don't think that gets fixed. We're gonna harvest a kidney and a liver from this person. Sorry, Trogo. You're not for this world. You're not long for this world, rather. Oh, they're operating from that side. It's an interesting choice. I guess I should actually move the beds so that they're not in the middle of things, but I don't think we can just move an object. We have to deconstruct and reconstruct it, which is no good. So they move a little bit slower, but it's not the end of the world. We're going to get a few negative moodlet buffs, but that's not terrible, especially if we are starting to work on fine meals, and Jammers is. We might need a few more medical beds assigned. I think we have enough beds in general kicking around. Just watch to see if we... Oh, these don't recolor? That's not going to be confusing at all. Set them all as medical. Okay. So we've got some extra medical beds there if need be. Do we have redundant doctors? We do have 3 doctors. Well, this will give them a little bit of practice. Treat the malaria. It's interesting they're using herbal meds, which I think is fine. I don't think you need to use really good medicine to treat the disease. I think they just need something. Is there like a swamp going on? Like, malaria is often spread by mosquitoes, for example. And yeah, I realize this area can keep us nice and heated in the winter. Come winter, what I might do is like deconstruct some of these walls, especially if there's supports. This might count as indoors at that point, and then we can use this thing to heat everything indoors. Oh, actually, that was the other thing people pointed out, is if we put a sun lamp in here, or a series of sun lamps. What is this? That's limestone, but this is gravel, and then there's soil. We should be able to grow plants in here. Let's set a big growing zone in here so that we can actually see the area. There we go. There we are. This becomes our giant, I don't know, corn growing environment. Indoors should be lit. This is going to use a fair bit of power, and it's not necessarily optimal placement with all the sun lamps, but it's always going to be winter or warm year round. Poor mental health. Well, disturbed sleep. People moving inside the room. Were you sleeping in here? Is that new? That could be it. Maybe because they didn't have their own bedroom. Interesting. You're going to sow the area over there, which I think is probably okay. Although will require a fair bit more walking. Man, all this malaria. I'm really hoping that we survive. Oh, someone died over here. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it's because we stripped out his liver. So that's going to affect... It counts as a prisoner being executed plus the organ harvested. Bit of a negative moodlet, but hey, maybe they're going to have some good food to offset that. Fine meal. Look at that. Wonderful. And being sick doesn't help. The high expectations. Place is doing well. Well, I don't know about that, but we'll see how it goes. Got lots of smoothing jobs still set up. Generally lots of things that'll keep people busy. Don't have an unlimited amount of fine meals. We are working on them, but they're getting eaten pretty quick. Oh, you got transferred over here. Interesting. That's good. So these are normal prisoner use, and these are prisoner medical ones. So they'll use this, and then they get transferred over into the normal room. All right. So the question will be, is it possible to ever recruit Embus? What I'm going to do is turn off wardening for everyone other than... That's not wardening. 8, 12, 10, 14 is definitely it. Yeah, we're just going to have Flump mostly work on it with a 14. Flump's got the highest chance to maybe get something done. But yeah, all this cholera or malaria is going to be a potential massive problem. It is still minor. It is being treated. Hopefully, okay, the immunity is being worked on because not that many people are missing a kidney. What am I looking for? Blood filtration. Okay, you are missing a kidney. Faint. Which kidney? Your left kidney. Install kidney. Left kidney. We're going to replace that so that you can get some better filtration, because actually, even your immunity is progressing. I don't know why your immunity is progressing so much better than some other people. You're being brought food. You're being brought some medicine. Twice is really not being that helpful to our little empire. Failed to recruit llama. Llama's skill is not that hard to recruit, though. Still 90, which is a little on the tough side. Also, some of these things are bringing them down. It makes sense. But you're in fine health, which is good. Faint. You've had your thing replaced. Your blood filtration is currently still weakened. It could be the anesthetic, but it could be the... Whoa, the malaria. Got a fire over here. What happened? Was it an explosion? Zweiss is broken down, wandering in a daze. Okay, well, it's better than the alternative. Yeah, we had just a power explosion. From all our batteries. Metatrain. Let's get a light up in here, too. Got colored lights. Let's haul everything out of here. And while we're here, let's go ahead and smooth out that floor. It'll look pretty. And improve movement rates. It is time, I suppose, to remember to toggle off that power. So that's walking around in days, is that it? You've got untreated malaria. Be nice if you got treated there. We're almost out of medicine over here. Which makes sense with so many people sick. Now, luckily, we still have lots of herbals. Textile bench. We got to get that going on. Again, it would be nice to do the production of goods in here, because that's where our actual stuff is. It's a little chilly in here, but it's not the end of the world. I think we've got everything else turned on. Suppose there's no lights in here. Might make people feel a little bit miserable. Let's drop them a lamp in a couple of these places. It takes up a little bit of space, but it'll generally make people feel a little bit happier, especially if they're working in these areas, or just walking through there a lot. Alright, it's starting to get a 7% chance to recruit llama is good. I don't know about Ambus, we'll have to keep an eye on there. Ambus's mood is pretty good. Planting a little tree there. Very pleasant environment. You're getting fine meals as well. Alright. Do we have a non-zero chance? Critical alert for who? Faint. Observed corpse. What corpse are you observing? Seriously, though. What corpse? Oh, we need to rebuild our defenses. And apparently some of our power cables as well. I don't remember seeing the pop-up. Local boar has gone wild. Oh, there's some bodies here, I guess, being carted. Keep walking away there, Oilen. These guns, shouldn't they be on all the time? Oh, I guess only during the day are those guns on all the time. Alright, let's toggle the power on here. While that boar comes to us. So it'll get obliterated like that. Good. We need so much treatment. We have no fine meals going right now. Jammers, what are you up to? You're eating a simple meal, fair enough. Faint's still having a hard time. They'll go over it, though. All right, Dr. Flump. What's the chance? 1% chance, yes. So that's like non-existent. I'm not going to strip out your organs just because you are... we already have too many debuffs, so we'll just have to release you. So you even got medicine and everything. We gave it a fair try. In fact, burned out a lot of our own medicine in the middle of a disease, which is no good. Llama's environment is not pretty, actually. But when we release Ambus, maybe we can move... There we go. Both been set for colonists, so Llama should get moved down here. Yes, no, maybe so. Which Doctor's Rock are going to attack immediately? Okay. You have been released, so you're just running away. Hopefully we've got lots of battery power, and we don't. How come we have nothing stored? Did the power circuits not get reconnected? Indeed, they did not. Everyone, construct. Let's get those power cables up and running ASAP. Even if it's nighttime, I don't care. Don't haul that. Toggle the power on, but we don't really have much in the way of juice right now. What else can I do? Well, I could probably turn off the sun lamps. Things don't need power 24/7, and they suck out a lot of juice. Okay, we've got some things on, which is good. I don't care if you need treatment. Priority right now is shoot attackers. This is actually pretty crummy timing back and forth here. No, don't arrest Jude. Go there. Thank you. Storm Miller, you just hang back in case we get meleeed. John, get over there. Weiss, get there. Slowpoke. Brain damage. You're probably gonna get shot. Still have lots of guns going on. I think we're going to be fine. So this is going to bring us to the end of this episode. Things are actually a little bit tough, actually. So many dead bodies, plus the fact that we've gone and butchered a few of them, is going to lead to some difficulty. But I'm excited to look into these mods. There's a lot more that I really want to play with. Like, you saw all the disabled ones. And some of them just don't play nice with an existing save, is actually the problem. So we will play this one. I don't know when we're going to stop this one, because it would be nice to play a new one. I think what we'll do is we'll wait until more of the mods get updated to Alpha 9. In particular, the ones that might actually increase difficulty as opposed to making life easier. I like mods that add convenience, but I don't want mods that just make, the game easy or anything. Oh, there was an extra body over here. Sorry, Faint. I know you're busy, but strip that person down. Thank you. Oh, and there's one more over here. And we should turn the guns off again. Storm Miller, before I quit, just because I don't want to forget, you're going to strip one more body over here. And I think that's the last of them. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Right over here. Okay, lots of good clothes, lots of stuff that's going to be getting repaired and mended, which is going to be nice. We're going to have some high-quality stuff. I'm still hoping for another trade ship. I don't know. There must be... The trade ship... Why haven't you moved? Dr. Flump is going to move and do something. What are you going to do? You're going to escort the prisoner. Thank you. I guess a warden has to do it. I guess that would be it. There you are. So you should be a lot happier over here. Excellent. Wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and reset these as prisoner, because I do want them to be that, ultimately, as well as the prisoner health beds. We'll probably decorate this whole ward. Again, keep making it so that we can get a mass of prisoners. They're generally going to be a little bit happier. And we're going to wrap it up here. Hopefully the malaria doesn't wipe out our entire civilization. We'll see how it goes. And I will see you guys next time.